Roses red, violets blue. Let me make this clear to you. When you're in love, you know it's true. If the goddamn roses must be red, then violets must be blue. Violets must be blue. Violets must be blue.
Hi YouTube, and welcome back to another pick a card reading from me, Crone Speaks Truth. I'm going to be doing a reading today on soulmates because I know that I feel like this has been a commentary I'm hearing a lot lately, just that I'm observing through the community, and also in my personal life there are a lot of people who are just kind of like in the mood for soulmate connections, and plus we're coming up on Christmas time, which is magical, and you know, if you don't have a family, it's nice to have a person at least. With all of that being said, I'm going to have 5 piles for you guys. It's going to be 5 different individuals that I'm going to go through. They might be male, they might be female. I'm not going very much into attributes, but I am going to be talking about kind of who they are as a person, how they view intimacy, how they want to be intimate with you, when maybe they might be coming to you as you are developing, and then lastly, a little bit of advice to help with, you know, getting from where you are in the moment to being ready to be with that person if you haven't already met them. So then, yeah, I think that's about it. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with group 1. All right, guys, take the time to pause the video now. We've got 5 piles starting from the top left to the bottom right. Here we go. Okay, group 1, so we have, we're going to be starting off with who this person is as a person. I'm going to be alternating between tarot cards and oracle cards, and yeah, we're just gonna jump right in. Okay, I'm ready. I'm already feeling a masculine energy from this person. I think we're going to be talking about a boy. Speaking of boys, that's Jupiter. He's my 2-year-old German Shepherd, and he's going to be kind of bouncing in and out probably. Ooh, cards in reverse to start with. Ooh, okay. So we're starting with the arrow, which is talking about activity. I kind of read it a lot like an 8 of Wands sort of deal, looking for fast movement, but also there's some conflict, like there's something kind of stopping this person from coming to you. I'm not getting the sense that you've met this person before. Well, actually, I think I am. I think that you guys have been in a relationship. I've also got the Lover's card, someone who's got a very close emotional bond to you, very sensitive. At least to you. I don't know how sensitive they are to other people, but they're going to be pretty sensitive to you. I think you are kind of who they have their mind on the most, which is sweet considering you're here and watching this. I'm seeing your energy as the Queen of Wands, someone who is charismatic and sexy and bold and not afraid to speak her mind. Reminds me of that like one line from that one John Delaney show where he was like, I have this girlfriend and she speaks her mind. She'll just be like, I've got a stomach ache, and you just know about it. She's like this. You are like that. He really adores that about you. Okay, so already from these cards, I've got lots of butts, really into your back end, and I'm seeing more butts here in the 6 of Cups. This is an individual who, first of all, is like really into your butt, and also just like your figure in general and the way that you look. They have a very like physical attraction to you, and I'm starting to get the sense that like they miss that. Like there's an aspect of your relationship that things maybe haven't been as sparky as usual, and he is he's very much like visually attracted to you, which I guess is another clue that this is definitely a masculine person. He doesn't really want to talk about it. I guess that's why I feel like I'm hesitating. Like this is not something he's ever going to speak out loud to you, that he wants more closeness with you, more physical intimacy. I'm looking at this girl and she's like looking away from her reflection in the mirror. She's not looking and seeing how beautiful she is, and I think he hopes that you would see that about yourself, because I'm willing to bet that that is a part of the reason why at least he thinks the relationship is kind of losing the zest a little bit. And it's not that he's worried about that, because I'm also not getting the impression that he's like, you know, going anywhere. He's quite comfortable where he is beside you. Okay, so I'm going to have my Brian Frown Fairy deck for this one. The Guardian of the Gate. Yeah, this is a protective person in spirit. Like he wants to just kind of like protect you. He may be a fan of like kind of holding you close. He seems, I'm getting the impression he's bigger than you, and like in his man brain, he's like, I can protect. I'm you know, kind of, I can be her shield. I can be her sword and shield, which is very sweet. Which, you know, is feeling, is why I'm feeling that Lovers card for you guys. He really cares a lot, but there's a door. So if you kind of look at it, it's like he's got all of this like loving spiritual energy for you, and then there's a door that's stopping, you know, the majority of this flow from being received by you. And I think until either he comes to terms with the fact that he needs to open up to you about the things that he's feeling, or perhaps it could be something to do with you where you're not giving him as much room to speak and talk about the things that he needs to talk about. I've found that I've done this with my partner where I get a little bit dismissive. And so if you're feeling like you're dismissing your partner, it may be making them feel like they can't speak to you as openly as they would like to. And they very clearly have quite a lot of feelings. Hey, Jupiter, are you helping? Are you helping with the recording? Who is a good boy? So lastly, we're going to be looking at advice for you. Okay, so we've got slow and steady. Yeah, so I'm feeling you guys have been in a relationship for a long time, whether it actually has been a long time or if you just feel like it's been forever because you guys have personality types that just click and you get into this rhythm and it just feels good. So there's this air of just taking your time about being with this person and about understanding this person and growing together with this person. I just think if you took a little bit of time to just slow down and back up and give him a little bit more space to be himself, he would have an opportunity to show you. I think he's very genuinely willing to just open up and show you, but he has to be shown that this is a safe place for him to do that, you know? You know what I'm saying? And then lastly, we've got metamorphosis in reverse. All right, and so this is metamorphosis in reverse for you guys. Until you address this separation that's happening within your relationship, you're not going to be able to let the relationship breathe and change as you guys continue to grow together. When you're in a committed long-term relationship, it's really important to let the relationship grow with you. You know, things are going to change. People are, and as people grow, they bring it into the relationship, and, you know, that can have an impact on how the individuals view each other. And I just think if you guys can figure out how to adapt when in your relationship, you're going to have something very beautiful. I mean, this person is very attracted to you, very attached to you emotionally. I'm feeling this great need for emotional intimacy, especially from this person. He really wants to connect with you, and give you the love that he knows you deserve. And it's only going to be a matter of time before you open up. It's not on him. I can feel like the ball is in your court right now. If you open up a little bit and just take a step back and just observe him the way that he observes you just for a little bit, you might understand him a little bit more, because I'm getting the sense he's grown recently and he's changed just very subtly with how he processes his feelings and his information, and he wants to share that with you, but you gotta let him show you. Anyway, that'll be all for group one. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this and you want more readings like this, please support my channel by giving me a like and a subscribe if you want to. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye. All right, group two. So we're going to be going through a little bit of personal attributes in the beginning. We're going to go into sexual intimacy, like how do they want to feel intimate with you, and then a card about timing, kind of, you know, what is blocking this relationship from being I don't know, the best version of it that it can be as you learn and grow together. Lastly, we're going to give you a little bit of advice about how to bring this relationship more together. So anyway, so here we go. We're going to get started with some tarot and the Four of Swords in reverse. Wow. This individual is complicated. Yeah, so with the Five of Wands, I'm feeling like there's definitely a very obvious block. Maybe you guys are fighting a lot. I do get the sense that you've met this person before, or that you have this person in your life. I'm feeling a lot of like friction and sexual tension. There's a lot of sexual tension. Whether or not you're in denial about that is totally on you, because here we go. But they're like splashing around, they're laughing, like there's some competitive nature, because that one chick in the background is like, I'm gonna take them out, like I'm trying to dish out concussions today. But especially the one in the foreground, I mean, it's almost like fun. Like, this is a sort of person who enjoys friction in a relationship. Like, if they're not fighting with you on some degree, they're not like, that's not like what a relationship is. And I don't know if that's just like how they think relationships are because of like terrible past experience, or if I don't know if that's really what they feel is a healthy relationship. If that bothers you, though, that might need to be addressed, though I'm hoping that you're into that, because I'm willing, I mean, you know, that's kind of hard to hide. Like, this is, you know, how the person is just in personality. If they're just a little bit argumentative and you're into that and you guys are together for that reason, then, you know, that's good. But I don't know. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Which is talking about not feeling completely emotionally satisfied. It looks like you guys have started a relationship or a situationship kind of recently, and I'm just not feeling like you guys are recognizing that the other is possibly a really good fit. I'm feeling that you guys could work. There's a lot of good pieces there. So the person here is feeling a lack of emotional fulfillment, and I think it likely is a part of the reason why they are so argumentative, or they enjoy that sort of friction and like playful, I don't know, like they like to play rough, you know? They enjoy that energy, and the reason why they do is because they don't actually know how to feel satisfied. So they're kind of like doing the best thing they can think of to, you know, just kind of emulate this ideal relationship to them, but it's not working, and it's immediately not working, because that's not 100% how you like to receive relationships either. And I think that's really what I'm feeling. You, this one is also very complicated. These are supposed to be quick. These are supposed to be very quick readings. I wasn't supposed to go into a whole thing. I was doing 5 piles, but apparently not. Here we are. You already know this. You've already recognized the fact that this person fights a little unfairly, because that's how they perceive a healthy relationship being, but that's not how this works. And you know this, and it is the sole reason why you two are not connecting on the level that, you know, the potential that you have is there. You know, I just think, yeah, and the Four of Swords in reverse, you guys aren't like listening to each other. You're not, and you're certainly not listening to yourself. Holy McFuck camera. There we go. Four of Swords, and she's in reverse. So I just feel like there's not a lot of patience. There's not a lot of patience for each other in this, and I'm getting the sense it's kind of like fiery. It's like you're like, I might just throw this whole thing away, because this is, you know, I'm feeling all of this connection. There's a lot of potential, but like this person seems like a lot of work. This is really fucking frustrating. I feel that. I totally feel that. Yeah, you're gonna have to, alright, we're just gonna keep moving forward in the reading here, because we just are gonna need some more information, I think, because this person I'm feeling like very high highs and very low lows, very an emotional person. A lot of attraction, a lot of excitement, because things are constantly changing and you like adapting in relationships, but this is like, you're wondering if this is like a short burst, if this is like a fast flame, than it is like a more of a long-term thing. And my intention for this reading is, who is the person I want to make my life partner? So longevity is really the priority here. So that's gonna be what my advice is about. Alright, so I'm seeing with intimacy, the Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Hermit. Oh, this is bad, guys. I'm sorry. Let me elaborate on what that means. Yeah, so I've just got these kind of like darker sort of cards. Yeah, this is kind of like a little wereman sitting by himself on the stream, and then our Knight of Cups is, first of all, this Knight of Cups is like just kind of like sitting in the water by himself with lily pads. Like, this guy is taking a break. And he's sitting down and he looks pretty dissatisfied in his face, and it's like and then, it's reversed. So I'm just feeling like both of you are maybe looking the other way. Like, I know for sure you guys are certainly not focused on each other. You might be twin flames on the verge of separation. Or if you are already separated, this is kind of why. Yeah, you two are not on the same page, like, at all. Yeah, he's over here in La La Land. And you're so focused on yourself that you are not allowing room for each other. There's no room for intimacy at all. I'm not seeing any chemistry. So for what's blocking you guys, I love this fairy deck. It's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And the colors are amazing. This is talking about compassion. I view this card a lot like a temperance card. Just like gentle integration of, life and life choices. And then also like love, like gentle love and caring about each other, that intimacy, that close compassion. There is a lack of it right now because you guys are proud. I'm feeling that you two are awfully proud people, and you are forgetting rule number 1 about long-term committed relationships. And if you don't already know this, I'm about to teach you. You're welcome. Do you love them? And if the answer is yes, you love them first and all the time. It is a simple concept, but really difficult to like remember and keep up with in practice because it is. Do you mind? Unreal. You can't forget that you care about this person. You can't forget that you want this person in your life. And like any relationship, if you want to maintain it and keep them in your life, you need to make them a priority. If you have decided that you love each other, then act like it, basically. Treat each other with kindness regardless of what's going on, and hold that standard, hold that expectation from the other as well. Remind them, because if you both forget so easily, then it's not going to be possible to sustain this relationship. Sure, it's great for a short-term fling, but that's not what we're here for. It's not what we're doing here for. All right, leading right into the advice. I've got Solitude and One Ring Circus. So what I'm seeing with these two cards, you're both really used to doing life alone. And I'm really sorry about that, because it seems like the two of you are very smart, kind people who have been through a lot of shit. And now you have this partner who's supposed to, be your ride or die, if you will. And they're not acting that way. And I want you to take a little bit of time, like inwardly on your own, to really think about that, because these two look like almost identical with how they're set up. The shapes are the same. This is you and this is them. You two need to like kind of reach out emotionally and meet your partner in the middle, because I'm feeling like you two have two different ways of going about trying to continue on your life paths alone when you very obviously have a partner right next to you. And the sooner you two learn to work together, the happier you'll be, the instantly happier you will be. It's gonna be like a click moment, like an aha moment of how to genuinely come in connection with this person. You guys are, again, with that twin flame connection, I feel like there's a strong connection between you two, very powerful connection, but it's not reaching its full potential because you guys are getting in your own way, and it's both of you equally. It's like 50-50 ratio, where the two of you, you guys are twin flames. You have the same sort of processor and personality for relationships like this, and I think this is a lesson you both need to learn, which is how to be an us and not just a me. You know what I mean? Anyway, I know that that was a little harsh, but it definitely needed to be said. If you're listening and that was in pile 2 is the group that you chose, then this is something that you need to hear. How to be a team player. What does that mean to you? And what does love mean to you? Because it's not, it's definitely lacking in the compassion department, and I'm pretty sure love and compassion should be synonymous terms. Wouldn't you agree? So that being said, that is all for group 2. Hopefully I can be showing y'all some more love in the next upcoming reading. I look forward to hanging out with you guys again. Best of luck on your endeavors, and if that is resonating with you, then please leave me a comment down below about it, because that is such a very specific thing to be going through, and I just really hope that you guys seek, and find the solace you need. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, group 2. Like, subscribe, hang out again with me later, and thank you. Okay, group 3. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking a look at who your person is as a person, their sexual kind of attraction towards you and how they view intimacy, and then also what is blocking the two of you from coming together in a productive way. And then lastly, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of advice. So we're going to just get started with a couple of tarot cards. Here we go. So we've got this key in reverse. I have the Strength card and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, that's your Wheel of Fortune. If you can see some of that imagery there, that might speak to you. They want to be the key to your lock, or the lock to your key. They want to be that perfect fit for you. And I'm also feeling that they are a little bit frustrated. They're going through something right now, but we're going to go into that in a second. With the Strength card, they're determined. They are determined to be near you regardless of how you feel about it. This is definitely a ride or die sort of person. This is more of a go, go, go sort of person. Like, they want to take life by the horns and just, like, do things at their own personal pace, which sometimes is very effective, especially when the universe is saying, yes, put in the legwork towards whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. But in this case, I think that they're kind of fighting the universe a little bit by rushing timing for themselves with, listening and letting the universe have a say in how the universe wants to let things manifest in their life. And it is especially true as it pertains to you. They're not ready yet, is what I'm feeling. They're not ready yet to be who you need them to be, whether you know this person personally or maybe you haven't met them yet. They are determined to find this soulmate person. They are determined to find you and to be with you. But I am not feeling like they are quite ready yet. The key is formed, but they're not presenting it to the lock in the correct way, if that makes sense. They're coming about this wrong, and it is affecting how you guys are getting along. Wow. This person seems smart. Almost too smart for their own good, where they might spin out. This person might have some anxiety. I'm feeling a little bit of, like, typically if someone on a spiritual path is paying a lot of attention to time and timing, it means that they feel a little bit rushed by timing, which means their heart might be racing a little bit. I just feel like anxiety is common with intelligent, innovative people, and this person definitely knows how to put in the work to get things done in their life, but they are spinning out a little bit. But they are very close. They are very close to being exactly who you need as a partner. All right, along with sexual intimacy, we've got, wow, okay, so I'm getting this person might be female. Or have a feminine energy about them, and you might be holding more of that masculine energy, at least currently in this moment, as I feel that the masculine, then you get the yin and yang energies can fluctuate between you two, because this also might be feeling like a twin flame relationship, or a very, very powerful soulmate connection, where you've definitely had lives in the past together before, and you guys are being drawn together to be each other's forever person, which I think is wonderful. For this individual, I'm going to say her, for them, these are their sexual cards. The person I want to talk about, be it you or them, it's because I think what I might be picking up is that you have the feminine energy, and I'm focusing a lot on you. And that might just be the sort of person this is, where they just want to just, like, spend all of their energy on you and focus on you as a person, instead of worrying about themselves so much, and that might just be their nature. I'm seeing a little bit of idolization. It might be in a good way. I mean, I think that they think that you are like very attractive, very sexy, very confident. They definitely are looking at you intimately. They have a lot of sexual chemistry, a lot of sexual attraction to you. I'm feeling that like they hope you're thinking about them while you are receiving pleasure to yourself. I wasn't expecting it to go that dirty, but they're kind of an observer. Like they like to watch. They definitely want you, period. They definitely see you as being a very powerful, intelligent person who is aware of of their sex appeal. Mhm. Yeah, definitely like to watch you. Likes your body a lot. The chemistry is definitely there. For this card, you've got Ecstasis, which is your timing card for pile number 3. This is talking about the spirit of pleasure itself. This is wow. They want to connect with you, and they want to bring you the most pleasure, be it in bed or in life, with food. Like I get the sense they want wine and dine you. God, I can't speak. They might trip over their words, or you might trip over your words because they have such an intense energy. I'm really feeling a lot of like heavy energy. This person definitely feels very strongly for you, and they want to give you kind of everything that you want in a partnership. Wow, it's actually quite beautiful. The timing is good. I'm feeling soon for the two of you as far as like coming together and meeting each other halfway and building, that lifelong partnership. I'm definitely feeling that it's happening. And it feels very big and universal, like the universe is going to put you together when it's time. I'm feeling synchronicities as well. Like you'll see lots of numbers, like 11 11 1 2 3 4 2 2 2 3 3 3, that sort of thing, 4 4 4, like those sort of like repeated numbers and synchronicities are going to be showing up a lot with you. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything inherently blocking the two of you getting together. I think it's just time, which would explain why this person is a little fed up with the concept of time. A little irritated by that, and it's just like, all right, I'd like to pick up the pace here. So let's look into your advice cards. Wow, yeah. Coming to life is pretty much exactly what I was talking about just now. Holy camera. There we go. All right, so we've got for your advice cards, coming to life. Coming to life is kind of exactly what I was just talking about, which is this is happening. It's going to be happening pretty soon. I'm not seeing like a blockage on time like the last couple of piles. This is really more like a time, like the universe is putting you two together. You guys have definitely put in the work to be fitting in each other's lives as a couple, and now things are being put into motion by the universe, and that's very exciting. Isn't that good news? I'm also seeing the Goblins card in reverse, which means you guys have been releasing your fears. Especially this individual has been releasing their fears, because I'm getting the sense that they would be the runner historically in twin flame relationships. You have one who is a chaser and one who is the runner. And a lot of times our masculines, our boys are the ones who are running away because commitment is terrifying, or whatever it is that they've built up in their minds to be very awful and very scary about being in a happy, committed relationship. I mean, we are brought up in a world where we self-sabotage our happiness because we feel like we don't deserve it, or we've experienced some sort of learning that has led us wrong in how to perceive love, which makes it quite scary because we all know that it's not true. You know it when it's true. This person is releasing their fears and coming to you with rescue. I mean, they're ready to go grab their princess. Searching. Well, yeah, no, there appears to be a woman in a white dress in like a cave or under a bridge or something, and there's a man in a hot air balloon with a telescope looking for her. And this feels a lot like what's happening here energetically. This doesn't feel like advice. This feels like a little bit more information on what the universe is doing in your life right now. There isn't any advice. There is no advice for you. It is just, if you are the feminine, be still and self-love and be ready for incoming, because this person is actively looking. He's definitely feeling that active energy. So I'm excited for you guys. If this person is your person and you've identified with group 3 and they come into your life because you haven't met them yet, because I'm strongly feeling in this group that you haven't actually physically met them yet, or you had a separation a very, very long time ago and suddenly they're coming back into your life. Wouldn't that be lovely? This is kind of what I'm picking up for you guys. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if this person suddenly waltzes into your life, because I'd love to hear about it. But yeah, I think that's going to be your reading, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please let me know, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for your time and your views. I'm very much looking forward to getting into a place where I can do this all the time. I would love that. So thank you so much, and we'll see you again in the next one. Group 4. I'm going to be starting off with some tarot cards to talk about who this person is, and then I'm going to be going into how they view you in an intimate way and sexual way, and then also what is blocking this relationship from coming to fruition. And then lastly is going to be some advice with some oracle cards on how we can kind of help you guys get together. So starting, we've got the 5 of Swords, the Sun, and the 4 of Wands. Oh, this is very sweet. Starting out, we're going to have the 5 of Swords, the Sun, and then the 4 of Wands. There we go. That's more like it. The Sun and the 4 of Wands. Okay, so what I'm seeing here with this person, positive energy, positive, reflective, introspective energy here. Even with the 5 of Swords, I'm feeling like this person has been through a lot, and they are currently picking up the pieces on their life, like they're healing. This reminds me a little bit of the 3 of Swords too with this person. I think that they've gone through some emotional turmoil that they have now gotten to the place where it has become a mental puzzle for them, where they are handling it in an intellectual and logical way, which means they've distanced themselves from their pain enough to begin to accept other things into their life, like you, perhaps. They're definitely doing quite a lot of healing. They've done a lot of self-work recently, and it's definitely coming into fruition now with the Sun card and the 4 of Wands. They're very focused on finding the joy in life and being clear-minded. If they've had a history of maybe a little bit of substance abuse, whether it looked that way on the outside or not, it doesn't matter. If they were trying to find ways to escape their physical life by finding things like food or weed or alcohol, or maybe some harder drugs too, to just kind of escape the life that they've been in because they've experienced a lot of heartache. And I'm also feeling physical pain too. They might have experienced trauma, so they're trying to process through things like PTSD. They have now got to a point where they're experiencing some sunlight. They're definitely feeling a little bit more rejuvenated on how the world is, because they've worked a lot on changing their perspective to view things in a little bit more of a positive way. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. And they're now looking for this 4 of Wands energy, which is it's a celebratory, comfortable, safe home place. It is structured. They have redefined what the word safety means to them, which is so, so important. I'm really proud of this person. Because of the context of this reading, they definitely want to be near you. You are a part of that home. They're picked up the pieces and they're feeling much better. And they think they're at a point where they are ready to receive love in the way that you would very likely want to give it. I'm willing to bet somebody who is the long-lasting counterpart of a person like this is going to be somebody who's kind and is going to support them as they heal. That's a big deal, because that healing, I can tell you, is not going to be done. It's not going to be done by the time you guys get together, but it's just going to become a 2-player game instead of a 1. So that's a little bit of who they are as a person. Now we're going to move on to a little bit of sexual intimacy, of how they want to view you sexually. I got Temperance and the Empress. I'm going to show you these. It's just I'm feeling a lot of worshiping, very strong, powerful feminine energy. He just wants to worship her. The masculine in this reading wants to just absolutely worship this feminine, regardless of what she's been through or who she's become. I mean, I think that this person is at a point now where they're I love this person and this is my forever person, regardless of whether or not you've really met them. I mean, this person has decided that this is who you are to them. He is just in awe of you as a person and in awe of your body. He definitely likes your boobs and your shoulders. He likes to be close to you and close to your face, and in this sort of range. Like, this is kind of like a happy space for them. That's where they like to be. That or off doing things for you. They like to show their love for you. One of the love languages that they identify with, acts of love, acts of kindness, where they want to just kind of like, they're just as happy being away from you, knowing that they are doing something productive that is going to be for you. Like, as long as you're in their mind and they're acting towards giving you what they feel you need, they're happy. Like, they have this abundance of joy in their heart for you. Love, I'm also, that just, oh man, you are their empress. I mean, it's just, I'm feeling like adoration hardcore. Not necessarily like idealization. Like, I don't think that they're making up who you are. I think they genuinely see you for who you are, and they just genuinely believe you're the best person ever on the planet. Which is so cute. Alright, let's talk about a little bit of advice for you guys. Lauthus the Wild. So this is a guy who is in charge of a lot of chaotic energy. And I had him in reverse. Which I think he's addressing a falseness. This guy will put on a facade in order to kind of get what he wants. Yeah, that facade doesn't work for you or this person or the whole nine. Okay, so what I'm getting here is, as a block, there is no hiding. There is no hiding for this person, so give up. Stop trying. Stop trying to hide. Stop trying to bring about, this air of healthiness, or like you've got your shit together, or like, you're mature enough to be in this relationship with them, because I'm also feeling, especially if you guys are twin flames, you both would feel more comfortable giving everything you have to the other rather than pouring any into your own cup. That's just the sort of person you are. You're just givers that way. But what ends up happening is, on the other side of things, you end up developing a very low self-esteem. And when you combine having someone you care about so much and you think you're worth less than that person, then in order to keep them, you may consider kind of making things up in order to seem better than how you feel. The problem is that both of you have this ability to see through the facade of the other. There is no wearing masks. There is no hiding. That's not how this works. And that's a little bit scary for both of you. It can definitely be a little bit of an intense experience, but it's just a hard reminder that if you be anybody, so they already adore you, you already adore them. So if you try to be anybody other than yourself, like fully and wholeheartedly, they're gonna start, like, that's gonna be what pulls you apart, because you guys are already so obsessed with each other. Like, you don't have to do anything aside from just continue to be yourself and continue to pour energy into your own cup, because they're going to just be right there behind you to pour energy into that cup with you. So if you both are just contributing to not only each other but yourselves, you guys are going to be doing much better. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to be looking at advice cards for you guys. I've got encouragement, gentle gardener, and unexpected visitors. So I don't think that you've if you heed this advice I give you, group 4, you may also want to be careful about wearing protection with intimacy with this person, because unexpected visitors means there's a potential for pregnancy, for family, for that sort of thing. Yep. Alright, yeah, so you've got unexpected visitors. If you are not wearing protection or you don't have a means of birth control, look at that rabbit in the corner. Or frogs. Frogs produce pretty quickly as well. I would be careful unless you're like, I really want to start a family, in which case the energy is good. The energy is very good for starting a family. I'm seeing that again reflected in encouragement with a little mama giraffe and a baby giraffe. I'm getting a few different meanings with this card. It seems like, again, supporting the whole, if you're not ready for a family, be careful. But also, just take those precautions, just because I think that the energy, as you begin to understand how to be yourself completely with this person and how your person can be completely themselves with you. It's going to change the dynamic of your intimacy, of your romantic life in a very, very positive and healthy way, which is like the perfect, safe, like, place for building a home. And he definitely wants that, or this person definitely wants to build a home with you with that Four of Wands energy. So I think an unexpected visitor could be a happy surprise if you guys are ready for that. But if you're not, just take heed, be careful for a little while until you're ready. But again, with going back to what I was saying about the encouragement card, I just feel like if you guys bring that gentle, loving energy towards each other, you're going to build a really, yeah, gentle gardener. You guys will propagate. I feel like it's a lot of fertility. It's a lot of like gentle handling and like careful growth and just being very gentle. If you introduce a very kind, loving energy to yourselves and to each other, you're going to get a very positive outcome for your relationship. Yeah, I'm seeing more like little young fairies and like, yeah, just fertile environment, guys. Very fertile. Yeah, just take your time and be kind to yourselves. Don't forget to be kind to yourselves. And if you notice something, this is something I picked up from my partner, which is that if you notice yourself not being very kind to you, or if you notice your partner not being kind to themselves, like you can interrupt their thought process by saying something in a flirty way, like hey, be nice to my boyfriend. You know, if you're talking to your boyfriend, hey, be nice to my boyfriend, you need to be kinder to him, I will beat you up. It just becomes like a playful way to just be like, hey, I need you to be nicer to yourself because I care about you and I'm not going to let anyone hurt you, including you. And that's the sort of message that is brought across. And it's just, I don't know, I felt it to be very supportive and kind and has been exactly what I've needed to hear at times, you know? So anyway, that's going to be it for you guys. Group 4, I'm really excited for you. This is a very sweet, this is a very sweet progression. I wish you nothing but healing. You get lots of love from me. I'm probably going to associate a rose quartz with this pile just because self-love is needed. If you have any rose quartz, you should keep it near you for either or both of you, because the sooner you learn to resonate and vibrate on that level of love, on that frequency, the happier you're going to be in life and in your relationship. And so I'm really excited for you. Leave me a comment down below if you felt like that you could identify with that. Like, comment, subscribe. I want to hear all about it, and follow me and come with me on this journey that I'm on. And I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you. Okay, group 5. You are my fifth and final group today. I'm going to be starting off with some tarot cards. It's going to be a description of who they are as a person. I'm going to go into a little bit of a sexual attraction to you, how they view intimacy with you, and then also I'm going to be going into a blockage, the direct cause of why the two of you aren't bonding quite as closely, or if it's, distance or time or whatever it is, whatever is keeping you apart from coming together and being in that union. And then lastly, a little bit of advice for the both of you to just kind of send you off on your travels. Okay, let's get started with some tarot cards. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. Maybe I'm just like still fluttery from the last reading, but this one is different. This is someone that you've met in your past. This person is someone who has walked away, very likely from maybe your relationship at one point, or from knowing you, in order to become stronger in their own energy. I'm feeling very calm and strong energy coming from this pile. This person needed to step away in order to take a look at themselves, to become someone logical and kind. Yeah, the Knight of Wands being like, coming in with that love and energy. Or perhaps they've changed their approach. Maybe they were more of a player sort of person where they didn't take life very seriously, and now they're coming back. There it is. Now they're coming into your life with a little bit more of a mature mental state in order to kind of meet you halfway, because you don't tolerate that sort of crap. Like, You feel like a very low drama sort of person. They liked to live in a little bit of drama, whether they were consciously aware of it or not. But it was definitely being represented in how they were responding towards you and how they were courting you and all of that good stuff. And yeah, it was just not like, that was just not driving well with you at all. So they needed to step away and think about what you had said. And now they're at a place where they're just, I don't know. I don't know where they're at now. They're at least more mature. I don't know that they're at a place where they're ready to come towards you yet. Yeah, a kind of a fuckboy in the past, excuse my language. But this person was like not very serious and meeting you at a place where, you know, you guys needed to be. And this person has done a lot of growing. Yeah, they're no longer the person who's like leaving a string of lovers behind them. Okay, so this is kind of the energy I'm getting here. It's a little graphic. Hope you're ready for that. These cards are so dirty. This is gonna have to be an 18 and up reading. Alright. Yeah, so... And my Queen of Wands was in reverse. So it feels to me like he's done ruining people's lives. He's definitely a little bit of like a homewrecker because he's attracted to people who have a very strong energy, but what he doesn't realize as he like comes to them and like takes on a period of time with them that he is affecting their life, and then by leaving them is causing them heart pain, it's causing them damage. He's had to leave this mental state towards you. Like it's like, this feels like an oath that that's not his intention with you. They were not a very healthy person, and it's kind of impacting the way I'm like reading their energy. It's just not coming very freely. It's because I think they have something to prove to you now. I think that they are, they thought long and hard about the things that you've said to them, and they are trying to come forward as a better, healthier person. Yeah, let's take a look at your block. I've also interpreted this card to hold a lot of sexual energy. The undressing of a salad. The undressing of each other. This is also talking about finding balance. This person is moving in the right direction in how they are approaching their relationship with you, in that they're trying to like rework a lot of their learned habits and a lot of who they have decided that they had become in the most recent past. They're changing their mind about that and becoming someone healthier and more mature, and the universe is recognizing that. I don't think that there is like an active blockage as far as like, you know, something that can be done on your part or something that can be done on their part in order to make a significant change. Like there's nothing new here that you guys are aware of or that this person is aware of, because I'm getting the sense that this person has either just recently been reintroduced into your life, or this person is still off and away and like discovering themselves because they would like to come to you. This is a forever person sort of reading. If you're thinking of somebody in particular that you haven't seen in a long time, that you're thinking of constantly, and you're, you know, thinking about reaching out to them, maybe you should reach out to them. You're going to have to follow your own instincts and listen to your own guide in that particular, you know, context, because this person is in the middle of unraveling themselves in order to build themselves back into a person. Phoenix rising in the flames, this person might be a Scorpio. This person is just like pulling themselves apart so that they can, you know, bring themselves back together in order to be a better partner for you and a better person like existing on this planet, because they're not super excited about their own choices. That's an understatement. That's kind of a funny way of saying it. But yeah, they're not super excited about how they've been making their own choices up until this point, and they know for damn sure that that's not the sort of partner that they want to be for you. So lastly, let's talk about advice moving forward for the two of you. All right, so we have Spark and Spirit of Place for your advice cards. If one or both of you are creative types, possibly musicians, I'm sensing that you guys definitely connect through music. If you haven't developed a playlist that reminds you of this person, that puts positive energy towards how you feel about that person, like around you through music, that might be something that might benefit you. This person might be writing songs about you or writing poetry about you is what I'm feeling as well. Spirit of Place and Spark. You definitely hold a relationship between you that is inspiring. It's filled with a lot of passion and inspiration. I'm also feeling like you guys are exactly where you need to be right now, which is kind of like piggybacking on what I was reading about the undressing of a salad. I just think developmentally you guys are where you need to be right now in order to become the version of yourselves necessary to be each other's forever person. You guys are definitely putting in the right energy to do this. this is another one of those moments where there's nothing inherently that you can do to make the situation any better or worse. You just need to sit tight and continue on the path that you're on. And the universe is going to handle it from there when it's time, when the time is just most beneficial for the both of you to be together. You guys definitely are each other's muse. Definitely sparky. There's a lot of romantic chemistry. I sense a very gentle, romantic sort of energy. This is a brand new energy to this person we're talking about. I mean, they didn't, I'm getting the sense like 2-3 years ago, they would have had no idea what any of this meant. What anything close to like gentle romancing, wine and dining, like prim and proper and polite, anything that was full of a mature romantic energy, they were like, that does not compute in my little brain. It's just not making any sense to me, which is why they continued to ruin people's lives, not necessarily realizing that that is what they were doing. They just thought that they were, I don't know, making the best choices for themselves, you know what I mean? Which is a selfish way of being, and they have thought about that, which is good because they need to be, because that is, I'm just saying, that is aggressive way of being. I can't say that I would like that person very much at all. But I feel like the two of you are where you need to be right now. And I think that for you, as the person waiting for this person to get their shit together, I'm sure you've got a lot of things going on in your life too. You seem to be a little bit of a self-critical person. So I know that you already know, a list of things that you could be working on in the meantime while you're waiting for the universe to very gently plop this person back into your life. Because this person is going to need the time to become the person that they need to be. And it's all coming together for them, but it's happening at a pace that is outside of you. And I feel like that's probably okay, because if this really is someone that you've met before in the past, then if it's someone you know, then you already know that they've like kind of hurt you before, or that they have a tendency of hurting people with their actions. So you have a lot of what I would genuinely call resentment towards this person. Yeah, that's not working. Yeah, well, we're just gonna pull it. Goodbye. Yeah, no, I just think this person is trying to figure themselves out. And I think that you can use the time it takes for them to do that to reevaluate how you feel about them, and maybe keep an open mind and look at them the way they present to you in the present when they come to you, and not how you remember them in the past or how you remember past lovers. If this is a situation where you've never met this person before, the person I'm describing to you doesn't ring a bell, but you have a sense of familiarity with who I'm talking about, that is because you've had previous lives with this person perhaps, and have personal past experience in this life with people who are like that. A bit of a player with their energy, very charismatic, very bold, very confident. And all of that good stuff. You're attracted to a confident personality type, but you don't want anyone selfish. And I think that you should continue to keep that standard high. When you meet this person is going to meet your standard. And if they're not your person, because this person is putting in the work right now, and the universe is going to put them in front of you when they are ready, when they will meet your standard. You just keep working on yourself, keep an open mind on the person that you want to be and the person that this person could be. I mean, we're all works in progress, and I'm willing to bet by the time that this person comes to you, they're not going to be completely finished, through whatever it is that they're currently working through. And they may need you to just kind of nudge them a little bit into those finer, those fine-tuned details at the very end there, so that they can be the person that you need them to be, and that they can be the person that they want to be for you. So that's kind of what I'm getting from pile 5. I hope that's helpful. Leave me a comment down below if you feel like this resonates with you. If you like more readings like this, go ahead and like and subscribe, let me know, and keep up with me, because I'm having a blast doing these readings, and I am really looking forward to what I come up with in the next one. So stay tuned with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.